And welcome back to Capitol Tonight. Well, all week, members of the various Senate and Assembly committees gathered in Albany for joint legislative hearings examining the impact of Governor Cuomo's budget proposal. Monday's hearing focused on cuts to local governments. Tuesday, it was environmental advocates who were addressing lawmakers. And today, public safety officials took a turn testifying on the impact of the governor's planned spending cuts. My next guest had the pleasure of attending all three of those hearings, and he's going to be at 10 more, slated to take place over the next 3 weeks. He is a man of steel, John DeFrancisco. He chairs the Senate Finance Committee, and he's joining us tonight from the Capitol. Senator, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
You look no worse for wear, so I guess you're doing okay. How many hours was it today?
It was 7, and basically that's what it's been each day. But this year we've actually been on time, except for maybe 20 minutes late. In the past, it used to be about 2 hours over. So it's going very well from an efficiency standpoint.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised, because if there's one thing that I remember about the GOP-controlled Senate, things started on time. Apparently, you're still living in the Joe Bruno era in that one point.
In that point, yes.
So today was public safety, as I mentioned. We heard, and this is a key portion of Andrew Cuomo's budget, we heard from some corrections officials and also from the new state police superintendent. You guys grilled pretty tough, I thought. Were pretty tough on the chief administrative court judge. That she said that she thought that there would be massive court closures and layoffs if, in fact, she cut the budget the way that Andrew Cuomo wants her to. What do you think of that?
Well, she talked about cutting about 0.2% of her budget, and you know, I think most people recognize that closing courts is sort of like when you get your education budget cut. You're going to cut teachers first and nothing else until all the teachers are cut and there's nobody educating kids. So it's something that she was doing to advocate for her budget. But realistically, everyone knows that the Office of Court Administration can streamline their budgets and streamline out some of the needless procedures that have developed over the years. And, you know, I think the courts have to participate just like every other group.
Now, the legislature has the ability of reducing numbers and adding numbers, but can't take out language, can't alter the language of the executive budget. So do you foresee that the legislature might actually cut the judiciary budget? Because actually that's one branch of governor meddling with another branch. That would be pretty unusual, no?
Well, I don't know that we're meddling with the other branch. I mean, the governor is looking for cuts all across the spectrum, and in fact, he chided the Office of Court Administration for not participating.
Right.
And I think we can't go into each line item to determine how the judiciary should do their budget, because they are a separate branch of government. But we can reduce the allocation, and I don't think that the governor would be objecting to that in view of his comments to date.
Okay, so it sounds like that's a possibility then.
It definitely is. If you're going to ask the hospitals and you're going to ask schools and every other organization that the